We can share that one if you want.
No, it'll be alright.
We can share that one.
I'll set it there.
Set it there. Well, that's a wee bit too close to you, if that's...
No, it's still yours, mate. Set it on that side of it. Just there. That's
no,
yours.
You said there that was
I thought that might have been nice in the middle, you know, but go ahead. Set it there.
No, right.
Right, go. Right.
We good to go?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to the Bat and the Bandit episode 29 with myself, Phil Campbell, your ma's favourite commentator, and your ma's favourite recording artist, the wonderful, the inimitable, the undeniable force of nature. That is Jack Quinn, our producer. We also have Lee Rogers, so that's nice, isn't it? Lee, how are you, mate?
Not too bad. Here, it's just as well nobody hears the shite we talk before we actually start recording here. Like,
we're just
we'd
saying
be in so much trouble.
if Jackie boy wanted, he would have some serious,
he's got leverage there, like.
So here, after the kind of, do you want to talk about the reaction to the last podcast?
I never really seen it, man. You sent me a couple of things, like I watched them back.
So it turns out I'm a woke lefty.
Are you?
According to a lot of people,
Mate,
which I didn't realise.
Because you don't believe in fucking.
Because don't believe in wrecking your own fucking ledger center, you know. But here it is, what it is. A few comments from people that, on a serious note, it was a wee bit disappointing to see some of the reaction of people that I thought were a bit smarter than
knew better.
That knew better. But here, listen, it is what it is. Those are our views, ours alone. If you agree with them, that's good. If you don't, that's also great, because we say, from every opportunity we get, we vehemently agree with everyone's right to have an opinion, and we will happily defend everyone's right to have an opinion, even if it's not
ours,
the same as ours. How have you been, mate? What's been going on?
I've been good, mate. It's been nice to get the week started again. I always enjoy hitting work on a Tuesday. Yeah. Monday always feels great to me, though. Wake up on the Monday and every cunt's going to work and just lying there fucking.
We had the loveliest wee Monday, didn't we?
What did we do? We went to the dairy.
We went to the dairy in Glencoe. There's a wee food blog about it coming, so there is. So keep a wee eye.
A wee professional food blog.
We thought, because we thought, hey, any spastic can enter the food blog in the realm it feels. So why not the two of us? So keep a wee eye on the Bat and the Bandit page for that. But yeah, we went to the dairy. We were sitting. We got breakfast. It was about 11:30, wasn't it? So kind of brunch oriented time. Yep. We got it, and we noticed that they had a beer tap.
Fuck aye.
So we were like,
Mourne Mountain Dew.
Mourne Mist.
Mourne Mountain Mist.
Mourne Mountain Mist IPA.
It was good.
There's us 11:30. We get a pint each. Take our first sip of it. The wee girl is literally taking half a step away, and he's like, "Excuse me, we get 2 more of them, please." So we were 2 IPAs deep by the time we finished breakfast.
Fucking midday,
and the food was fucking great.
Food was good.
Food was genuinely
fantastic.
good.
Just a nice place, mate, and even the shop and all. Like,
yeah.
I bonged on a Monday. That was brilliant.
Because we go in 11:30, and the wee girl says, "Just have a booking." Like for 11:30 on a Monday. Mm-hmm. So it was rammed, and they have the wee shop bit.
It's like a farm shop.
It is.
It's got like local trinkets and stuff.
We local sort of artisan products like jams, and there's the wee butcher section and everything. So
butcher section. A wee butcher section.
A little butcher's delicatessens. So no, it was cool, and then we went to the station bar.
We did. Couple of games of pool.
For a few pints and a few games of pool. Like it was a casual one. I only had 7 pints.
It was an easy one for you.
It was a nice wee chilled one. Lovely wee day.
That was good, mate. I like a wee wholesome day like that. You know
yeah, you know, it was myself, yourself, and your darling wife.
In a place where the world is going fucking mad, mate, it's nice to have it, because we're, by the end of the day, we're in World War III here. Like, I don't want to. I'm just saying. I'm not switching gears here. No. I'm just saying it's nice to do nice things. Enjoy them,
and
because
that sounds relatively simplistic, but it is that's true.
That's it. You just gotta remember to do nice things for
yourself. Nice
yourself.
Things with nice people, to kind of shake yourself out of the fucking apathy and
there's so much shit going on.
The overarching fear of the fact we're on the very precipice.
The end of the day
of World War III.
By fucking the end of today. What is today?
Today is Wednesday.
Wednesday, the 18th of June.
So
by the end of the day, I would say fucking Iran have been bombed by America, and that is us pulled into the deep end.
Aye, so Israel bombed Iran.
But nobody's shouting about that.
No.
because Iran bombed fucking Israel back. No. And here, do you know what's getting me? Is that fucking Trump's going, they can't have nuclear weapons, you just can't have it, then that needs to go. The only time a nuclear weapon has caused devastation anywhere in the world was by the Americans.
I was about to say.
Do you know what I mean? The only time.
So America has nuclear weapons.
Yes, but Iran's not allowed them.
But Iran's not allowed them.
Yep.
Now, the reasoning that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli, is it Prime Minister, President, the
Prime Minister, I think.
Prime Minister, he said, but because I think it's it's indicative of the fact that whilst we're in a climate where there's a lot of turmoil, I also think we've never been as comfortable.
That's the problem.
Yes.
Society's, I mean, we haven't been, right, so... That was something else I was thinking about last night. I thought you've just hit the nail on the head.
How much did you smoke last night?
I didn't smoke any.
Right, go ahead.
There was a period in time where every generation had a major fucking war. The only generation that didn't really was the boomers. My dad, all born in 51. Yeah. And then they came, lived, died, relatively fucking war-free and hassle-free. And then now we're the next generation. Next generations who are on the planet now are experiencing this all over again. Every generation before, apart from the boomers, had that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's almost like it was fucking conceived that way. Do you know what I mean? Right, we'll give this next generation.
Generationally,
this next generation doesn't have a war. We'll get them to. We'll make a happy, nice planet. Get everybody, get the boomers out, and they'll be rough and ready, and then their kids are going to be just a little bit more, and then the next ones are going to be a little bit more, and the next ones are going to be a little bit more, and then we'll start a fucking new war, and they will all be putty in our hands because they haven't had to deal with that for 2 generations.
Do you think this generation, the most current generation, are soft?
I don't think they're soft. I think they're comfortable, and I think rightly so, because we've fought and battled our fucking way through the generations to get to this point where we can have this for them, and I don't think we should apologise for it, and I don't think we should blame the generation either. Okay. I think we have got to a point where we should be enjoying living like this, but with the constant threat of fucking wars and terror and everything else that happens around us, it just makes everything a little bit hard to fucking swallow, because I want my kids to grow up and have a nice, soft, open-hearted, comfortable life.
Yeah, of
That's
course,
what I want. Do you know what I mean? Whenever you have that sitting there and you've fucking sat and you've mechanicked that for fucking years to make that happen, as the people in the background pulling the strings, you end up with a nice, soft, placated society that had everything they fucking need at the tip of their fingers. And then if we throw a war in that makes it very easy to overthrow. That makes everybody who's like out there who don't want to join the army, who don't want to have a trade, they're not. Do you know what I mean? They're going to find it very, very hard to work that out. And then if a draft comes and you put all them in the draft, they're all going to be standing there. Do you know what I mean? It's cannon fodder. It's cannon fodder. You know.
If your biggest concern is what bathroom to use, and next thing you know, you're on the fucking front line. You know, that's a radical fucking change.
Yep, that's it.
But I think there's also the element of, just as human beings, a kind of core value we have is tribalism.
Yeah.
So people need to belong to a tribe.
Yep.
And I think that some people, in order to feel part of a movement, a tribe, a community, whatever you want to call it, they need a cause to champion.
Yeah.
And they throw themselves headlong into it. That's why you see so many marches, so many rallies, and I don't even know that people are not genuine in it. I believe that they think they're genuine in it, but it's this pull to belong to something, you know. And I think that this need for tribalism has created these elements of extremes, if you will, that people become so vehemently attached or so ardently attached to something that it could be perhaps a little bit misplaced to a certain extent.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that people were more that way inclined in the 60s and 70s.
There was more genuine issues, I believe, in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
But because
there's a few genuine ones today.
No,
we're going to look back at, and we're going to say, fuck me, that was bad. We didn't realise at the time because we're in the middle of it, but that was fucking heavy. Do you know what I mean?
Retrospectively.
But that takes you to have that kind of distance and time to be able to go, even like look in Germany. Germany had to throw their hands up and go, listen, we're Germans. We can't even we can't brush this under the table. We can't
brush what under the table.
Well, I'll explain in a minute. Have you not heard though? What happens is that you have people like Germany who have to throw their hands up and go, that was wrong.
Except
that was wrong. We thought, even when we thought it was right at the time, it was wrong. Throw our hands up, and it'll never happen again. I promise you. You know what I mean? But you've no other countries that have ever been willing to do that with any of it. You know what I mean? That makes it harder to go back round with the same country. That was twice that happened, and now. Do you know what I mean?
And now, if you look at Germany is one of the more progressive.
Countries
it is. When it comes to sort of.
But fucking Germany's beautiful, man. Berlin's a stunning city.
Mate, it's one of the cleanest places I've been in my life.
Well, they've kind of had to do that, haven't they? They've kind of had to rebrand Germany as one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and it's worked. But here, 70 years later, we're still feeling the repercussions. We're still feeling the ideologies in today's.
There's still a stigma. There is still that stigma.
The stigma would be with the Germans.
Even just being German.
That's it. But. We're still feeling the repercussions of it and still seeing the ideologies of it in other countries, which has been co-opted. Which try to get up, but they get burnt down quickly. And what we're having now is it's going up, but it's not getting put down. The amount of people that walk the streets, we're on the streets for the fucking No Kings fucking protest, right? You imagine even half of those guys marching on fucking the White House.
Yeah.
Half of those guys marching on the White House would scare the shit out of them. Yeah. There's nothing they could do. You know what I mean?
Speaking of causes and tribalism, do you know what I found out the other day?
Oh.
You know the LGBTQ+ flag?
Yeah.
They have absorbed the autism flag as part of their. And have
you the autism flag on? I know you like a wee autism t-shirt.
No, I've got my autism t-shirt on. Yeah. But I don't remember being consulted about that. I don't remember anybody coming to me. I don't remember the last committee meeting. Everybody was there, not making eye contact, obviously, all together, and there wasn't a vote passed on this now. No. So I was thinking, can we, nothing against it, fair play, lads.
So is this just like anybody that's just not straight and white?
But I am straight and white.
Aye, but you're autistic as well. So they've taken you in as well. You're one of them now.
No, I'm one of. Can I still use the boys' bathroom?
Yes, you can. You can. Only if you want. Okay. You can, if you decide on the day you're a chick, go ahead, use the girls' one.
All right. I just thought that was interesting that they had just kind of
I'm joking.
But they've just decided, they're ours now. I was like, I've nothing against it. I just would have liked to have been consulted. Another thing I wanted to get your take on.
Go.
That's all the serious stuff dealt with for the meantime.
Is that us done, is it? What was that? That was a good 20 minutes or what?
Oh, here, Friday, mate.
What's happening Friday?
Friday passed.
What happened?
Friday the 13th.
Oh, in here?
Yeah.
Fuck me, man.
Talk to me about that.
It was nuts. Friday the 13th in the tattooist calendar is always a very special fucking day.
Now, where does that come from?
It comes from the old sailors getting 13s on them, because if you tattooed a 13 on you, it meant you were safe from the number. Okay? Like 13, I've a few of them on me. So that was always the way it was. People were paranoid about it. I mean, even fucking hotels built in America, or the big high rises will go 11, 12, 14. They don't have a named 13th floor. Yeah. But it was always believed that as a protection against it, you get the number tattooed on you. It meant it had no fucking bearing on you and wasn't going to be. But over the years, then tattooists used to have a Friday the 13th day where people would have came to the shop, and for 13 quid you got a wee 13 on you. Yeah. But as times have moved on, we obviously can't do that shit for 13 quid anymore. Do you know what I mean? So what we do now is we do a few different sheets of different things. It's a flash day. It's a Friday the 13th flash day, but very smartly we stick other shit on the flash that's nothing really to do with the 13.
So you get, you know what I mean? It's not a discounted tattoo, because that makes it sound cheap. It makes it sound cheapened.
It's because they're going to be quick, easy little things, but lots of different things. People come in and get 3 or 4 at a time done. But there was a queue out the fucking door.
Yeah, I didn't get in at the start there.
Man, it was down at Tesco's, which is about 4 doors away. It was all the way down there.
I had a wee Zoom
two
call.
People thick.
I had a wee Zoom call from my other job. And I got in about.
Why? What do you do?
I'm working on a project.
Okay, cool.
I have another job, ladies and gentlemen. As much as I love being in here, people still get.
So I have another job too, like.
Look at us, just two jobs, mate.
Aye.
Look at here, double job, Rogers.
Double job, Camel. Fuck me, yeah.
Why do I get a sit? No, anyway, forget it. So going skiing. So again, that's just one for the video content. I came in about, was it 12:30, 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
And the queue, there was still a fucking queue.
Oh.
I was coming in and a boy looked me up and down. He was like, "There's a queue here." And I was like, "I know, big man. I fucking work here." So
I love it, but there's some cheeky bastards on those days.
He's standing there with his missus. He's thinking, "Here, she'll fucking love this. Where'd he see this?" And he must have seen me coming, had a plan in his head and all what he was going to say to me and all. He was like, "There's a queue here, big man." I know. Aye. Do you want me to make sure you get fucking tattooed, dickhead?
Fuck up.
But we were flat.
Must have been fucking 70 tattoos done.
Oh, mate, over that.
Was there?
Over that.
But that was exhausting.
But yeah, like a public service announcement, folks. If you're coming in on a flash day and you're getting tattooed,
don't stand and ask us how long it's going to be.
Also, yeah, don't ask us how long it's going to be. And don't, when I tell you how long the wait's going to be, don't wait for a wee while and come back and tell me it's a ridiculous wait. Because that's fucking annoying.
It's a walk-in day.
It's a walk-in day. It's part and parcel of it.
It's meant to be a bit of crack for you.
Also, I don't need to know the fucking reason behind you getting a tattoo. Right?
You do get all that, don't you?
I'm
all right because I'm in here working away. This is where I work. See, just here. He's out there having to talk to people. Whole fucking thing.
I'm a relatively empathetic person. But I don't need to know about your fucking journey that has led you to get 13 tattooed on you. Nor do I need to answer the question, what tattoo do you, or what one do you what would be best for mental health? A fucking therapist. But as always, we appreciate your custom, so thank you. So
don't fucking listen to him. Don't listen to him, all right? He's only joking. You're so fucking loved and appreciated, all right? That's from coming from the tattoos.
Did you have to listen to any of it?
No, I didn't. No,
exactly, because I got it all.
But I wouldn't listen anyway. So you know what?
But Friday the 13th was great fun. And then we had Saturday. Saturday was a wee bit more of a chilled day. A big day for your boy on Saturday.
Fuck aye. Isaac, maybe boy. I don't know. Some of you know him, most of you don't. But Isaac's had his hair long for like
2 years.
2 years, man.
2 years, yeah.
And then last week he came in and he says, "Dad, know what I'm looking for? I want to get one of them Scouse fade, which is just that fucking thing that I've had my whole life where your hair's just pulled forward and you're shaved up the back and sides.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? And I went, really? But here, I tell you what, see when he got it fucking, you took him.
Yeah.
You took him, didn't you?
Yeah. So
this cunt had the fucking...
Right, no, wait to hear this. Wait to hear, right?
This is the belter.
So Isaac Rogers is my wee 12-year-old mate, right? Me and him, like, I'm not Uncle Phil. I'm not like, his dad's mate. Me and Isaac are friends, right? He's my mate. Mm-hmm. So he goes, gets his hair cut and everything, and Lee says to me, "Oh, here, Phil, his ma's maybe doing a wee scrapbook or something. She wants like a wee bit of his hair. Could you bring us back a wee bit of his hair?" Huh? Oh, okay. All right, Leo, I'll see what I can do. No worries. So he's getting the haircut, and Big Ben Curry, probably fucking brilliant barber.
Good mate of mine.
Another mate of mine that Lee has stolen.
Fuck off, I knew him before you. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
So he's an award-winning barber. Not only that,
best barber in the town.
But he's a genuinely lovely person too. So he's doing it, and I was like, and the place is bunged, by the way. It's
he's not just... He's like a big white black guy, isn't he?
Big white black guy.
Like a big white with fucking tattoos in his face. And he's
fucking gangster rap tattoos and all. Yeah.
All over him,
so I'm there, and I was like, Ben, can you get us a wee bag? I could put a wee bit of...
Bag of what?
Bag of gear? Can you get us a wee bag that I can put some of Isaac's hair in?
Got you.
And he sort of like looked at me and said, "It's for his ma's scrapbook or something like that." So there I am, and he doesn't even do it for me. He just gets the brush and brushes some of the hair over to me. So I've got one of those wee recycling bags that you put in your recycling bin, and people are looking at me funny, like the other people that are there waiting to get their hair cut, and I look up at them and go, "Do you want to know what the weird thing is? I'm not even his dad." Because you know the way I love an awkward situation. So he gets his haircut. He looks fucking great.
He looks great. Fucking hair. Tell you what, I forgot how good looking he was.
Hey, you make good looking Waynes.
I do make good looking. Now, I wasn't a good looking Wayne, so I don't know where that came from.
No, that skips a generation. So he gets his, and he's like, because it's the first time he's had his hair short in about 2 years. So he wasn't sure about it. You could see.
Did you? Because you had to deal with all this. I
was talking him through it the whole time. So we're chatting away though, because I remember.
Did he shave himself for the first clip?
No, it wasn't the first big shave. And you could see his eyes go a wee bit. I was like, oh mate, that's gonna look fucking class. We'd see.
You're some boy.
Then he gets it, and he's not 100% sure about it. We get back here, everyone's gassing him up about how great his hair looks. He's starting to feel himself a wee bit. Then me and him go to a wee vintage shop in Carrick.
In Carrick, yeah.
And you can see, and there's loads of like old mirrors and stuff there, and you can see him getting wee looks at himself. It's a wee bit taller. He's nearly the same height as you. A wee bit taller, and the wee swagger starts going. He starts starting to feel himself a wee bit. So, and he loves old tech.
Old tech, that's his thing. That's
all kinds of old iPhones, even as far back as old TVs, old VCRs. So
CTEs, he calls them. I've never heard that in my life before, and he says CTE. Or CRT.
CTE sound very different.
CTEs, we have CTE. CRT, that's their perfect fucking example. CRT, which is like an old tube TV like you would have had when you were a kid. I'd never heard it being called that before, so every time he's been saying it for months, I'm getting a CRT, and I was like, are you son that? Cool. Okay, cool. And then it just
he's going to turn up with a quad.
Do you know what? But we went into that vintage store, me and him,
in Cardiff,
two months ago. Vintage vibes. Good lads in there. And there was a big fucking old TV, and he says, Daddy, I want this. And I said, what the fuck do you want that for? Big old 1979 fucking
wood panel job.
I want this here, Dad. And I says, what do you want that for? He says, well, that's the CRT I'm looking for. I says, is that what you're calling the fucking CRT? That's just a TV to me, son. That's just a TV. The other ones are flat screen TVs. That's a TV. He went, no, they're called CRTs. So your man said, I plugged it in to see if it was working. Your man says, sure, it's not working. Sure, give us a tenner for it. It was 40 quid or something on it. And I said, well, you're not taking it if it's not fucking working. I'll get that working, he said. I says, right, okay. Give your man the tenner. Be walking up around the fucking car bit, fucking up here somewhere. And
it's a big unit, I think.
Got it in the car, got it up home, and plugged it in, laughing. 10 minutes later, I came, Daddy, came back down to the room. You had it working. I don't know what it did. The back off it, fucking blue shit and off. I don't know what it was. Just fucking dust everywhere. Fucking 1979 skin fucking dust in the air from fucking some outhouse in the Falls Road. Do you know what I mean? But he got it working, and it's been there ever since. He doesn't do anything with it because it's so old that there's no connections that you can put anything into. He just turns it on, leaves that white noise going up and down on, just sits there, fucking looking at it. Do you know what I mean?
So we get there, and he sees box TV, like a sort of mid-90s.
Mid-90s, the last of that type of TV.
The last of the tube TV with the box at the back. He sees that and he goes, aye. He's appraising it, looking at it, and he's all speaking away to the guy, like, you know, see when it comes to something he wants, his social skills are incredible. Asking all the right questions.
Fucking bartering and all.
Yeah, bartering and all. So he gets it. It's raining outside. Now, we had to go to Carrick.
Bouncing off the ground.
The pageant was on in Carrick as well.
It was pissing down.
So it took us ages to get parked. We were able to park walking distance away. So it's pissing down outside. He looks me up and down, and he's like, Phil, you're going to have to stick your jacket over that so it doesn't get wet. I was like, excuse me, what the fuck's wrong with your coat, Isaac? So we're having a stare off for a bit, and he's just looking at me like, go on then. So I'm fucking shorts, a wee jacket, like just enough to keep the rain off me. So
it's a wee waterproofy thing on that.
That's why I wanted it on top of the thing. So I have to take my jacket off, put it over the TV, walk back, tuck it into the car, like put the seatbelt and all around it. And then I had to walk from the car park. I'm coming in.
Did he tell you to put the seatbelt on it, did he?
I said, you have to secure that. So then I'm walking from the car park, which is about a 5-minute dander from here, with this fucking hairspray in my hair. So now I'm getting fucking Tresemme in my eyes, blind in one eye as I'm coming in with this fucking box. Isaac's coming in happy as fuck, bouncing in with a big smile on his face.
Fucking new hair and all.
I've got a pump on because I'm carrying this fucking TV.
Wrapped in your coat. You came in here, he walked past, just looked at me and went, I says, fucking nice hair, and then you walk past soaking wet, sweating like fuck, rain bouncing off the fucking ground out there, and you came in like this here, all wet and all, and your coat over it, and I was like, why are you not wearing your coat, mate? I'll tell you in a minute. I walk in and I was just like, just set it there. I was like,
Fuck me, am I like? Do I work for Isaac Rogers now? I think we all work for Isaac Rogers. To be fair,
that kid's going to fucking change the world if he wants. I'm so proud of him.
I have said, and I maintain it every time. It's his choice whether he wants to enrich the world or destroy it. He's either going to be Elon Musk or Lex Luthor, and part of me is leaning towards that Lex Luthor bit. Do you know what I mean?
You're telling us, man.
He could be great. He could be great at being whatever he wants to be, which is kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. I just hope that I just hope the world's still here enough for him to fucking enjoy it. Man, that's sitting with me. That really? Shit that's going on.
You're ruminating on that?
It doesn't usually annoy me as shit. You know what I mean?
What is it that's sticking?
How close we are to a world war.
Yeah.
And when we're in a world war, we're in a world war.
Do you think it'll be full blown, like conscription and everything?
It will be. That's the way it is. That's the laws of war.
Jackie boy, you would be conscription age. Do you think about that? Come here and talk to me. You would be sort of conscription age. So like if there was a draft, you would fucking have to go.
Yeah. But
do you think about that?
Well, I haven't really thought about it. I sort of take everything as it comes, really.
Well, you see, that's the way to do it, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Like,
more so.
Say World War kicked off and you got a wee letter in. Saying,
can I just
Jack Tholomew? That's your full name, Jack Tholomew.
Jack Tholomew.
Jack Tholomew Quint.
Yeah. Jack Tholomew Quint.
You've been Squint. That's where
Squint.
your glasses go. If you got conscripted, like, what the fuck would you do? You would have to go, like.
I'd have to go, but the likes of other people, that's where you'll see all men turn into women.
Yeah, but then again, I don't even think that factors in.
I don't think it does.
If you're a biological male, I think you get conscripted.
And I think with the equal rights thing as well, nowadays in a lot of countries, the women will go too. But Joe said something interesting to me. My oldest son,
who's 21.
He's 21. He says, you know, Dad, I'd be okay. He's a farmer because I'm a key worker. He drives for a lot of farms and does a lot of contracting for them.
But did he not also say?
This is it. He also said, and this is an interesting one. He says, but I'll tell you what, if my mates are going, I'm going too.
Your biggest fetters, I reckon, during it would be people which aren't glued to these 24/7. And
well, we're going to lose these. These will get switched off if that happens. You'll not be able to get Wi-Fi on.
The biggest fetters, if it came to that, would be people which aren't stuck to these or even on gaming consoles and farmers, because they do work.
They're fit. They're fit and they're moving.
24/7.
Yeah. They're fit, hard working, and have a work ethic.
Have a work ethic. That's it.
Whereas the others would just back down and go, no, that's too much effort.
Do you not think people who are like
if Joe goes, I would go. Like he's not going.
Well, if you go, I have to go.
He wouldn't go with me. Like,
well, if you've to go, I have to go then. For fuck's sake,
I wouldn't care. I would say you're too old, mate. I go, I don't give a fuck. Give me a fucking gun. I'm away here. Look after my wee man here.
Jack, you could end up being like a fucking award videographer or something, like, you know, the way they document everything.
That's what the angle you want to be going from. I'm the videographer. I fucking film it.
Yeah, photojournalist or video journalist.
And who are you gonna be shooting?
Oh, you're gonna sink this wee fucker. He's trying to get you cancelled, mate.
Who you gonna be shooting, Jack? The enemy.
The enemy. But weird couple of days. So Saturday was good crack. I'm just going through my days here because I've had a nice couple of days.
This has been a nice podcast, by the way.
Do you know what?
We haven't talked about anything we're meant to. We've just been sitting yarning. It's good.
Do you know what? I think it's because last week was heavy duty. Like I think last week was a good conversational podcast, but it was a wee bit of a departure from
the problem. The problem now is that we have 30 hours of us saying shit.
Yeah.
That can be taken out of context. If you watch one snippet of something and we're saying something stupid, and we have said stupid shit.
Well, that's
You know what I mean? Even you've been sitting saying something about religion. I've made a joke saying feeling bastard. You know what I mean? Have you cut all that right?
Well, so do you remember what happened to Joe Rogan?
Did that happen to him?
Rogan. So there's thousands of hours of Rogan.
Yep.
And Rogan used to say the N-word.
Right.
In context. If he was paraphrasing like maybe a Richard Pryor bit, he would say the N-word.
He would say what he said.
He would say the N-word, that obviously if Richard Pryor has said this as a piece. So somebody made a compilation of like 10 minutes of Rogan saying the N-word in different sort of
made
various.
It looked very bad.
It looked very bad to the point where Rogan even said himself, when he was watching it back, he was like, "Stop saying it! There's still 5 more minutes of this."
He was watching the bar going across, going, "I can't believe it's still how long." So I've said this a lot.
Context is very important. Like if
you got to watch the whole podcast. You can't pick and choose. You can't switch the podcast off at us saying something that you don't agree with, because chances are in the next sentence we're going to fucking resolve it in a way that you'll understand.
Well, this is what happened last week with something I said. Somebody took one sentence I said.
Yeah. And blew it up
and used that rather than what I said to preface it and what I said to bookend it.
Yeah,
because I think we're both.
We don't want fucking rapists and pedophiles coming in the country. We don't want that. We don't want them in our societies. We don't want them near our people, our families, our children.
Yeah.
We don't know who a lot of these people are. They're coming in undocumented. I understand the fucking furore that is happening at the minute. Mm-hmm. By the same token, there are people who have lived here for 30 and 40 years who have contributed, whose children are nationalised Northern Irish, and they deserve to be here and they deserve to be a part of society. It's as simple as fucking that.
Yeah, that's it. And I think I prefaced what we said last week by saying I do believe that this country, the North, and this island as a whole, inclusive of the South, the Republic, whatever you want to call it, does have an illegal immigration problem. But that was never like that. Wasn't
nobody said anything about that.
You know,
that wasn't. It was just what you said after about the fucking burn. Don't burn out your own fucking areas. Don't burn out your own leisure centre. They've arrested some wee cunt for that as well, so they'll have a CI.
Well, was somebody in their late 20s? Was it? I bet he's a super cool guy.
I think he's been in here. I recognise his face. Like,
oh well, less alleged. Always have to.
Yeah.
Oh no! This was a boy in Ballymena got arrested for rioting, and his granny has become Facebook famous.
Why?
It's just the statuses she's putting up. If anybody has a fucking issue, come round my door, my wee angel. Blah blah blah.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Did I not know? Brilliant.
Sunday again. I'm just going through my days because I have actually it's a bit of a rarity for me, but I've had a lovely couple. That's
why, because you've been fucking home for a week, mate. That's
probably it.
That helps.
I've had a lovely, sustained, nice couple of days.
Yeah. When are you next away? The 12th, 12th of July.
My next international date. I have a few local ones, but my next away day is Bulgaria on the 12th. I'm missing the 12th, raging.
The 12th of what? Explain to people.
What?
What the 12th? What?
There's
is there the Orange Fest?
A festival headlined.
They tried to change it the Orange Fest.
Did they? Was that not a music gig they had?
About 10 years ago, they were trying to make it sort of all inclusive.
All inclusive.
Orange Fest. We're starting to come down to the fucking Royal Avenue
and see the bands
for both sides to see the bands and see a bit of. Do you know what I mean? They tried to call it Orange Fest, it didn't work.
You may notice that I am vaping, but because Friday was so stressful, I had to get a wee vape, and I've kind of just stuck on it. But it's a pink lemonade.
You're hooked on nicotine, mate. You know that, don't you? That's it.
Nicotine's a nootropic.
Well, nicotine's good for you, but not in a breathing in way. You got to stick it on as a wee patch.
Bollocks.
But that's nicer though.
But Sunday was Father's Day.
Yes, we got to. Can we get a photograph of his tattoo that he got and stick it in here somewhere?
So we had Father's Day flash. Not as busy as Friday, because Friday was absolutely
nobody likes their dad, mate. I like mine. Like my dad was a good lad, but most people don't seem to like their fucking dad.
Your dad was lovely. I'm a wee bit jealous of the fact you got on with your dad. You can't. But Father's Day flash. So I'll not say what it is. We'll put it up if we can superimpose it, Jack. We'll put up the tattoo I got for Father's Day.
It's a fucking belter.
It's an absolute belter. But then after that, I hung out with my brother-in-law.
Yep. And Damien Corvin, Colin.
Damien Collin.
Damien Corvin. But I didn't say Damien Collin. I said Damien Corvin.
No. You said Damien Collin.
No, but fucking here. Can we roll that back and have a look? So, can we do it now?
Couldn't do it now, right? You did say it. Hung out with him and hung out with my mate Jason, who recently got engaged. So congratulations on the engagement.
Congratulations, mate.
It was nice and chilled out. But I was by the end of the weekend, I was absolutely knackered.
You busted?
Absolutely busted. But again, it's because I had a night, and I had a show on Saturday night as well. And I had a wee boxing show I was emceeing in Port Lenoir. It was great fun. Michael Glendenning's boxing show. Yeah. Michael Glendenning's a great lad.
I haven't seen him in a long time. He used to train the EFR.
Michael's 31, 32, I think. And you forget he's that young because he's been around the combat sports.
Fucking late teens, huh?
Yeah, since he was a kid. But there's a certain thing in Irish combat sports shows that happens every time that I can't fucking abide by. Fucking interval raffle.
That's a very Irish thing, by the way.
Like
everything that you're doing, anything that you're ever putting on anywhere in this country, no matter what it is, there's a raffle in there somewhere.
I'll call the last fight, and I'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. Your judges have scored about 29, 28, 29, 28, and 30, 27 in favour of your winner via unanimous decision. Then I do that and be like, your first prize in the raffle is a bottle of vodka. Your second prize is 2 vouchers for a bouncy castle for the weekend for the Waynes. So the thing is, usually people are half canned by the time you do the raffle. So green ticket 161 to 165. Green ticket 161 at a ticket, and you always get somebody going, "That's no my ticket, but I'll have it." You're like, how are you fucking cunt?
That's funny. Yeah, it's funny, fucking hilarious. So, did we get that on video?
So the we halftime raffle. It's a very traditional thing, but my God, it's like pulling fucking teeth. Or someone will always come up with a ticket that's not the right ticket, and they're adamant that it's their fucking prize. But no, it was a great show. It was a boxing show, and I always say this: the level of combat sports on this island. Like for such a small wee area,
do you think the island has that in?
I think it's deeply ingrained in our sort of genetic makeup. That competitive,
competitive, fucking tribalistic,
especially when it comes to the combative arts, like sport and everything. Yeah, we're great at other sports. We've developed great golfers.
It's the same in the arts. It's the same in the arts. This island has such a. You think a concentration of superstars that have come out of here, actors and musicians.
Do you know what I think it's born out of? I think it's born out of an element of oppression.
Yeah,
that element to literally have to fight against something.
Yeah,
you know, it creates either that element of
being Irish and Northern Irish makes you work harder to achieve your goals in your field,
and that level of oppression, I think, either gives rise to 2 things, like literally fighting against it. Or telling the story of it, which then lends itself to beautiful prose.
We're great storytellers.
Yeah,
always happy.
Poems, music, literature, you know, all that kind of stuff. Which
sports in general.
Yeah, which is pretty fucking cool, mate.
And the funny how fucking hero worship Geordie Best is now. Like, and I remember fucking drinking pints in White's Tavern in Belfast, slobbering at everybody, and nobody liked him. And everybody's like, "Ah, bastard! I wish he'd hurry up and die." And then as soon as he died, fucking.
But again, that's a very Irish thing.
Same as Alex Higgins as well.
Yeah.
Alex Higgins just a big pints off me. I was the guy sitting in the corner fucking singing for my money. And he was like, "Hey, son, would you buy us a wee pint? Would you? It'll tell when you buy us a wee pint, sure, I'll tell you a couple of stories." That's where you get on.
But I think that's a very, very Irish, Northern Irish thing, is when someone's alive, they're a cunt. And then when they pass away, sure, wasn't he great? Wasn't he great? He'll be missed.
This leads me back to my granny's funeral, mate.
Yes,
I love that. I love that. My granny, we loved her. Like, she was as hard as a fucking coffin nail, right? So they were they were talking about her on the guy, I don't know what it is. What's up in front? This wasn't even a fucking
pastor,
church,
reverend,
whatever that was. And he's up in front. He's saying all these lovely things. And Agnes was this, and she was a great mother, and she's a really lovely way, and her whole life was just dedicated. And my dad leaned over to me and he says, "Son, I think we're at the wrong fucking funeral."
That's fucking brilliant. That's fucking brilliant.
There you go. Yeah, it takes you to die to be liked. You know,
that's what it is. It takes you. You only appreciate it in death.
That's it.
But another thing I wanted to get your opinion on.
Go.
That fucking India air flight,
mate. That one survivor, seat 11A.
11A.
Everybody.
Wait till you see that skyrocket. Do you remember this, Jack? In the air flight, aye. So it was a flight taken off from, I think it was going to the UK, and it's not even when it was up in the air. It was like it wasn't like it was at an altitude. I think it was like maybe 2,000 or something. No, not even. Like you'd actually see it, and then it crashes into a building. 241 people, everyone except for this one lad.
What was that?
Divine inspiration, just sheer luck.
Divine intervention. Do you know what I thought? I thought to myself too, when I didn't know the whole story, I thought to myself, that cunt has walked off the street into that rack and came out and said I was on that. For the fucking dough, for the millions he's going to get. You know what I mean?
Wait do you see what's going to happen, that guy? Like a miracle. I mean, it's literally the closest thing he can get to a fucking miracle, like one person surviving. But wait do you see, he'll do the fucking talk show circuit.
No, he's going to feel bad about survivor's guilt. He's going to have that. Of course, yes.
But wait do you see? No, but he'll do the talk show circuit. He'll do Oprah. He'll do Piers Morgan.
He'll make a movie about him.
He'll make a movie about it. Like he'll and I know it's a sad thing to sort of think about right off the bat, but if he monetizes that, he'll be set for life.
Fucking right.
If
you survived out there, mate, you'd be looking a few quid somehow, no matter what. You'd be like, I don't want to fucking take any more chances. I just want to live on an island with my own bar, my own hooers, my own drugs. I don't want the fucking 6 million cigarettes.
Straight to Rathlin and never leave.
Oh, that's it. Just fucking set me up there, get me fucking as many figs and whiskey and fucking cocaine as you can. I don't even want mushrooms. I don't want to have any existential crisis. I just want to live a nice, happy life. I just want
to be dulled.
Just want to live the rest of my last 3 months here happy.
You have a question, Jackie boy?
No, fuck. Well,
Jackie just asked us, do you think the boy will fly again? No, not without a lot of therapy.
Where was that leaving from, Phil? Was it leaving from India?
It was leaving from India to the UK, I believe.
Well, there you go. And was he a UK national?
Yeah, lived in Leicester.
Oh, he's getting a boat home. He's getting a boat home. He's not here. Imagine if the boat went down and he survived that as well. You'd be like, Jesus.
You'd be like, Am I unkillable?
Am I the fucking Highlander? Am I the Highlander?
But then again, it raises the question about there's been a lot more incidents of late of flights.
Stuff. I don't even like talking about it, Phil.
No,
I don't even like bringing it up because
I fly quite a bit.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So do I. And you think to yourself, statistically, how much you've flown. Mm-hmm. No matter how small the percentage is, the percentage has gone up for you to go down, or for something bad to happen.
Fuck me, that's a terrifying thing.
The statistics, the more you fly, the bigger chance it is your flight.
Last month I was on 10 separate flights. No. You know, so maybe am I my tempting fate, but if anything does ever happen, Mealy, avenge me.
I will avenge you, and I'll have your code for your phone, mate. Don't worry about it. I'll be able to clean it, wipe all that.
No, that's going down with me. Like,
I
was getting singed to bits with me. But here, what's the rest of the week looking like? What have we got on this week, mate?
Well, we're working away. Is there anything outstanding? Trying to maybe get to the cinema this week. I don't go to the cinema. I don't like it until I'm there.
I know.
Does that make sense?
I know, because I've been to the cinema with you. And mate, you're like a wee Wayne when you're there. Like we went to see, you wanted to see Deadpool, but you didn't want to go and see Deadpool. So eventually, fucking coaxed you into it. I fucking had to show him that I'd bought the tickets, that I bought 2 of them, so he had to go. So we get there and he's sitting there with his wee grumpy face on him. Then it starts, he's like, Gambit turned up, Jesus Christ, in the middle of the day. He said, fuck me, Phil, look, there's Gambit. I was like, I know, shushly. Fucking just inside voice.
70%.
70%. Speaking of 70%, we had a wee wedding rehearsal, didn't we?
What a wee wedding rehearsal yesterday.
Last night, which we behaved ourselves for the most part.
What did?
I think it goes without saying, we'll
Easy.
We didn't fit in as much as some other people perhaps did in that situation.
Yeah.
We're
not easy to fucking be around, mate.
No, we're not. We're not easy to be around at times, and I think that was very much apparent at the wedding rehearsal. So, apologies to anybody we may have offended with our genial chat and banter. So our big mate's getting married on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
that. That's going
to be nice to see. She's a great girl too. So
the pair of them. We're over the moon for the pair of them. Absolutely, it's going to be a great day. We're groomsmen.
We ended up getting a few other jobs to do, mate.
I didn't like that. Here,
Ian Mahood's bastard never turned up, so he didn't turn up to it and never got any jobs. We have to
hand out confetti.
We have to put people
pull chairs where they're fucking going. We ended up setting up chairs and all.
I was going to say, you want me just to put my fucking tool belt on here?
On the day, we have to move chairs as well.
That's it.
So, there's...
I stick a spanner in my back pocket here, will I, just in case?
WD-40,
We'll love you, kid. We're only winding you up.
We are winding, mate, but
that is us, mate.
That is us, yeah, but we're really looking forward to it. That is us.
We have not spoke about anything we had planned to speak about, but this has been a lovely fucking...
I've thoroughly enjoyed this, just as a nice, genial...
We've got to do this type of thing now and again. Just chat, mate. It's brilliant.
Just so it's not all doom and gloom and fucking opinionated shite, because we can tend to do that from time to time.
Wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. This has been The Bat and the Bandit, episode 29 with myself, Phil Campbell, my best friend in the whole wide world, Mr. Lee Rogers. Follow The Bat and the Bandit on Instagram, PC Commentary on Instagram. Your Lee
L Rogers, ELROJERZ.
Music one.
Lee Rogers Music, anywhere.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers. See you next time.
That was great, mate.